I mean, there was
God
that.
damn, I sound like I'm 70 years old. Listen to me raining on your son here.
Yeah, the only thing that's going to suck is if I take an electric scooter to roll around in, it's not going to work very well after that. But, but it really was fun. The next day was great. There were people that went back to their tents, and this had happened on a Saturday, right? So they went back to their tents because it started raining, and their tents were so goddamn full of rain. There were 2 inches of water standing in their tent. Everything was wet. Now everybody just got disgusted who was a tent camper and basically just hung it up and went home and didn't even come back on Sunday. So Sunday was really nice. There wasn't a lot of long lines for anything. You could go get merch. You could go stand in line for a band T-shirt or just walk right up and get it. Yeah, we probably had half the crowd on Sunday that we normally.
Wow.
So it actually made it pretty nice. And it was overcast. Now, granted, it sucked getting around, because you're wearing mud boots and you're slopping all in the mud. So getting around kind of sucked a little bit. And especially at the side stage, the main stage is all concrete where the VIP sit and graveled where we sit in the gimp box. But over on the side stage, it's just a stage and there's dirt. What'd you say?
I was laughing about Gimp Box.
Gimp Box. What's wrong with Gimp Box? Those of us who have a handicap, I mean, it's boring when you say the handicapped area. The adults.
Sounds very formal when you say
adults with disabilities area. Yeah, the Gimp Box. What it is. We're all gimpy in one shape or form. So, anyways, but there's nothing over at the side stage, and when people hear a band, and it's nice grass, and the dirt's not too bad. Now keep in mind, this is the midday after we had the worst rain ever on Saturday, and the grass wasn't too bad. And then the first band starts up, and then everybody starts jumping up and down and listen to the band, and you want to talk about churning up a mud hole.
Oh, I bet that was, yeah. Holy Lord.
It was bad. And when the band would get done playing and everybody'd leave that way to head back to the main stage, it was awesome because it was like the earth had consumed their flip-flops, like all of them. Everywhere you could look on that dirt, there was flip-flops stuck in the mud.
Can you imagine working there and having to clean that up after everybody leaves? Because, everybody's so drunk by that time, they don't care they've walked out of their shoes.
Oh, God. I can't even imagine what Sharon and Dave have to go through. They're the caretakers of the property. They are Rocklahoma. And, dude, they are some amazing, amazing people. When it comes to the ticket sales and when it comes to dealing with this, people call there and complain, I haven't got my tickets yet, and they're so nice, and they deal with all the customer complaints. And the only thing I have for them is absolute praise because, again, this year they've opened up and made yet another campground because more people want to camp. We're going to have 50,000 campers. 2 years ago, we had 50,000 people at Rocklahoma, period. And this year we're going to have 50,000 campers. That doesn't even include all the people that are buying tickets and coming during the day and going home.
Yeah.
So it's turned into a real big deal. And we like it, but boy, there's a lot. Let's take a trip back to Facebook, shall we?
Okay, yeah, I was kind of missing that.
Yeah, we're gonna go into one of my favorite areas. It's a little group area on Facebook. It's called Rocklahoma. If you are not a member, good luck becoming one. Here's the admin. He said, "It's Kevin Graham. Kevin."
Mm-hmm.
For the newbies that are camping, don't make an ass out of yourself and attract negative attention. You can pretty much do, and you can pretty much do whatever the fuck you want. Fact. And then there's other people that are asking stupid questions. Like oh shit, I haven't got my tickets yet. It might rain, but it might be hot. And Rozzie's not making it. And we don't get free beer. What about Wheeler Walker Jr.? He was supposed to be there. Can I get a refund on Monday if I didn't enjoy myself? Can I bring alcohol? Is this place even worth it? It's ridiculous, dude. And here's another Kevin. I love Kevin. Kevin's like Kevin's like the James Woods of Rocklahoma page on Facebook. He says, "Can we stop with the sarcastic bitching post, please? They're getting pretty fucking old. Thanks."
Well, that just happened.
And then there's another post here, just kind of random. "Hey guys, guess what? I'm gay." Not shitting you. I'll screen cap this and send it right to you.
Well, that's the good place to any to announce it.
Yeah, there's people in here like Rocklahoma should offer refunds, and I'm like, sell your damn tickets and keep your ass at home. I don't want you there.
You're getting worked up, bud. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, but I don't give a shit who's on the lineup. I wouldn't give a shit if it was Britney Spears and Debbie Gibson, if she's even still around. I'm partying in the campgrounds.
Right? Yeah.
That's my happy. The music is just a freaking bonus. But I guarantee you this, there's a lot of people learned in camping in 2015, like all their shit got wet, clothes, everything. At least people are smart enough now to bring some of those plastic totes to put their clothes in and close the lid. That way, if the tent does get soaked, at least that plastic tote will float. It'll keep your clothes dry. And true story, it will. Even Mom and I take plastic totes. Not my mom. I say Mama being shady.
Just clarify that real quick.
Yeah, because we've got stuff outside that I really don't feel like just completely packing up and throwing back in the RV and cluttering the place up. So I've got one of those big long totes that's got a lid on it, and we'll put some chairs, the camp chairs, and a few of those inside there, and put the lid back on it and put it underneath the RV. And, that way everything's pretty tidy, and you don't have to wait till your chair dries out if it does rain at night. And that's another thing. I mean, I'm a stickler when it comes to my campsite. You and I are cut from the same cloth. My wife is not. You and I like a nice, clean, tidy, clutter-free zone.
Tidy's the word I would use.
Yeah. A tidy, clutter-free zone. It's what OCD PTSDers do. That's just a thing. Don't know why. It is the way that it is. So
yeah, everything has a place.
Right. And screw you if you don't care. I like it that way. All right. So last year we brought 9 cases of beer, probably 4 handles of tequila, a handle of Jack, a handle of Crown, and I had gin because you know how my Bloody Marys.
Mm-hmm.
And we blew through that alcohol for the most part. We still had some left over, especially beer. I had probably 4 cases of beer left over. So we're not even doing that this year. I don't even think we're buying beer this year.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think we're getting beer. I'm going to stick with my Bloody Marys, and I think Shandy's just going to stick with her Diet Mountain Dew and tequila. It's easy, but it's easy right there at the RV. Going some other place, I don't know, man. We'll have to think of something for drinks on the go.
I don't know, bud. If I'm there, then I'm going to do beer.
Yeah, if I'm there, I'm beer. You know what I mean?
Yep. You know how I go.
Yeah. Yep. And, boy, you're going to have to start stocking up on some PBR.
For Rocklahoma?
Yeah, and I would actually suggest that you do, because about 3 or 4 days before Rocklahoma, then people start buying the Bo Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's probably a good plan.
And it's not Bo Jesus, it's Bo Jesus.
I still don't know how much I'm going to be out there. Like we were discussing this morning, I got a tattoo appointment just a few days before Rocklahoma, and I don't know if that's the wisest thing in the world to take a fresh tattoo out there and all that sweat. Even
if you decided not to go to Rocklahoma, you're going to be well represented, obviously. Everybody's going to ask where you are, and I'll tell them.
You said obviously.
Well, they do. It's going around my friends is with you is like going around my family with Shandy. Call Mom. Hey, Mom, how are you doing? I'm good. How's Shandy?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to know how the hell I'm doing. She's asking about Shandy. Let's sing with everybody else. Hey, what's up, Tiddy? Where's Shiner? I get that all the time. I'm not bickering about it.
You definitely like to get out more than I do. Be surprised that I'm such a homebody, but yeah. So yeah, you're in that predicament a lot more frequent than I am. I have to answer for the other one.
Well, it's true, because if you guys watch 420 Eats episode, and if you have not yet,
Do
go
it.
to YouTube, go to the 420 Eats page, or just look up 420 Eats episode 1, and it'll pop right up on your screen. And if you watch Shiner in that show and how he does the show and narrates through the show, you would never think that he's a bit agoraphobic when it comes to being around other people. Now, we give our excerpts when it comes to his Walmart visitations. So, he is, and he is the way he is, but you would never know it watching the video.
Yeah, that's a good word to describe it. I do have a little bit of agoraphobia. I mean, I've never thought of it that way, but yeah, for sure. I don't mind being home and sticking in these four walls or in my yard.
Well, and here's another one. Here's a weird shocker. My PTSD is so flared up that I don't even go to the fair.
Right.
But I'll go to Rocklahoma around 50,000 people.
I've never. For years, I've I wish I could figure that out about you because, and even though you have one of those quiet generators, last year you remember halfway through last year, I came home for a day or two.
Uh-huh.
Just my senses were overloaded and my PTSD was on a level 8.5. And so back to town I came. Yeah. I don't know how you do that either, man. That's always been a mystery to me.
Well, we live 20 or 25 minutes away from Rocklahoma. So if I've got to get home, if my RV is not enough solitude to get away from everything,
you can bounce.
Then I can bounce. Now, the great part about this year is I've pretty much told nobody where we are camping here because we're not camping in the same spot.
Right.
And I've pretty much told nobody where we're camping. So I'm not going to have a lot of people just bombard me. So I may have a little bit more solace at Rocklahoma than I have in.
It'll be a very different Rocklahoma for sure.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah. And I'm totally cool with that.
Oh yeah. I didn't mean that was a bad thing. I'm just saying it's going to be very different.
No. Yeah. People are making me feel a little bad about giving up camp fuckery and all that mess. And they're like, dude, you're the party master. You throw parties like nobody else, and we're not going to have that anymore. And that sucks. Well,
I wish. There's a lot of stuff we probably shouldn't discuss about that camp. But God, it was insane. It was it's like you got to check out of your real life, enter this altered dimension. It was just insane.
Yeah, but even though the I call them kids, but the girls were up on the pole and all that mess, they were of age. But if you think about it, there's a whole bunch of daddy's daughters up there on that pole just doing shit they would have never imagined their daughters would do. Ever.
Daddy's hearts are breaking all over the place.
Oh my God. And then some of them that were up on the pole, there were some up on that pole that has no business being in a pole. Get back to the farm and move that hay. You keep doing your thing. Because a pole is not for you.
I saw a couple on that pole that they should have just kept walking. They should have just kept walking down the road.
But there were some that got on that pole that I'm like, honey, I think you just found your new career.
Oh, that one little girl, I think her dude was wearing a kilt.
Yeah.
And, super cool guy. Super cool guy. And man, that girl, I'm sorry, hon, but you were destined to be a dancer because, man, she knew what she was doing.
Well, and she was wearing Coke bottle glasses.
He told me that she'd never danced in a club or anything. Before he told me that, I'd have bet a paycheck that she had and felt comfortable doing it.
She was good. She took to that pole real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you know what? You have a tenacity about you that can earn dollar bills.
One at a time.
And I don't know who your daddy is, but tell him thanks.
Yeah.
Because you did a really, really, really good job. And then we had the shower that came out of the top of the stripper pole that had LED lights. So whenever the shower would turn on, it was different colors. Nobody has that. Nobody has that. And what's funny is I had a remote control that could turn the shower on and off. A remote control. You remember? So I could turn that thing on when somebody would get on that pole that I